Did you know that after the age of 60, more than 60% of older adults struggle with poor sleep, waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. and lying awake for hours? This isn't just about feeling tired. Science shows that chronic lack of sleep after 60 can increase the risk of memory loss, heart disease, and even shorten your lifespan. Shocking, right? But here's the good news. By making just a few simple changes before bedtime, you can train your body to sleep deeper longer and wake up feeling truly refreshed. Welcome back to Life in Words. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our latest tips on health and longevity after 60. Today, we're going to uncover 5 powerful bedtime habits that can transform your nights. These are not complicated routines or expensive treatments, just small practical steps you can start tonight. Each one comes with real-life stories of seniors who broke free from sleepless nights and found peace in their sleep again. But before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching this video from? Our community spans the world from the US and Canada to Europe, Asia, and beyond. Drop your city or country in the comments so we can celebrate this global family of wisdom and experience. So are you ready to reclaim your nights and enjoy the gift of deep healing sleep after 60? Let's get started. Habit number 1, create a relaxing bedtime ritual. As we grow older, our bodies don't always send the same clear signals for rest that they once did. After 60, many people find themselves lying in bed staring at the ceiling, even though they feel exhausted. That's because the body's natural rhythm, our internal clock, needs stronger cues to shift into sleep mode. One of the most powerful ways to provide those cues is by building a relaxing bedtime ritual. Think of it as a gentle ceremony that tells your mind and body the day is over. It's time to let go. This doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler, the better. For some, it might mean taking a warm shower, putting on soft pajamas, and dimming the lights. For others, it could be gentle stretches, slow breathing exercises, or listening to calming music. Science backs this up. A warm shower or bath slightly raises your body temperature. Then, as you step out and cool down, your brain interprets that drop in temperature as a signal to sleep. Breathing exercises lower heart rate and blood pressure, easing you into a calmer state. Even 5 to 10 minutes of light stretching can release muscle tension that silently keeps you awake. Let me share a story. Michael, a 72-year-old retired teacher, struggled for years with restless nights. He often woke up around 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. At first, he blamed age and thought nothing could help. But then he started a simple routine, a warm shower followed by 10 minutes of gentle yoga stretches and deep breathing. Within 2 weeks, he noticed he was falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. The routine wasn't fancy, it was consistent. His body began to recognize those steps as a signal to rest. The key here is repetition. Your ritual doesn't have to match Michael's, it just has to be yours. Maybe you light a lavender candle, maybe you sit quietly with a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea, or maybe you simply dim the lights and listen to soft instrumental music. Over time, your brain will connect those actions with the comfort of sleep. It's also important to make this ritual something you enjoy, not a chore. If it feels peaceful, your body will naturally begin to relax. And when you repeat it every night, even your restless thoughts will learn to slow down. So tonight, instead of just falling into bed, try creating your own gentle routine. Notice how your body feels when you give it the gift of preparation. And now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried a warm shower or light stretches before bed? If yes, type yes in the comments. If not, share what small ritual you'd like to start tonight. Because sleep after 60 isn't just about resting, it's about healing, recharging, and preparing for a brighter tomorrow. Habit number 2, write in a journal or practice gratitude notes. One of the biggest enemies of sleep after 60 isn't just physical discomfort, it's the restless mind. Many older adults lie awake replaying the day's events, worrying about family finances or health. These thoughts swirl around, keeping the brain on high alert when it should be winding down. That's why one of the most effective bedtime habits you can build is journaling, especially writing down notes of gratitude. Why gratitude? Because it gently shifts the focus away from worry and onto what is good, steady, and comforting in your life. Studies show that when people write down 3 things they're grateful for each night, their stress levels drop, their mood improves, and they fall asleep faster. Gratitude journaling lowers levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases feelings of calm. But journaling isn't only about gratitude. It can also be practical. Many seniors keep a small notebook beside the bed to jot down tomorrow's tasks or concerns. That way, instead of carrying those thoughts into the night, they're placed safely on paper. Your brain then feels it doesn't need to keep repeating them, and it can let go. Take Susan, for example. She's 68 and lives with her daughter's family. Every night she worried about whether she was a burden or about the chores she might forget the next day. Sleep became nearly impossible. At her doctor's suggestion, she began a simple practice writing 3 blessings she noticed each day, like her granddaughter's laughter, a good cup of tea, or the garden blooming outside. She also wrote down 3 things she needed to remember for tomorrow. Within weeks, she noticed that her heart no longer raced at night. She described it as putting her mind to bed before her body followed. The beauty of this practice is that it doesn't require long essays. A few lines are enough. The power lies in the act itself, releasing your worries and consciously inviting gratitude. Over time, this habit builds a calmer, more resilient mind. And when the mind rests, the body follows. If writing feels difficult, you can also use voice notes or even say your gratitude out loud as a kind of evening prayer. The important thing is consistency. Whether it's 3 words or 3 pages, the act of closing your day on a note of peace makes sleep softer and sweeter. So as you prepare for bed tonight, try keeping a notebook nearby. Write down just 3 small things you're thankful for and 3 tasks you'd like to remember tomorrow. See how your body responds when your mind finally feels at ease. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you have the habit of writing before bed, either gratitude notes or a simple to-do list? Share your answer in the comments below. Who knows, you might inspire another viewer to begin this beautiful practice. Because after 60, sleep is more than just closing your eyes, it's about closing the day with peace and opening tomorrow with strength. Habit number 3, turn off electronic devices at least 1 hour before bed. We live in a world where screens follow us everywhere. Phones, tablets, televisions, even smartwatches. But here's the hidden truth for seniors. These glowing screens can be one of the biggest sleep disruptors. Why? Because the blue light they emit tells your brain it's still daytime, blocking the natural release of melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep. After 60, melatonin production is already lower than in younger years. That means any extra interference like blue light from a TV or smartphone can make falling asleep even harder. Many older adults end up scrolling through news or watching late-night shows only to find themselves wide awake long after midnight. Science confirms this. Researchers have found that even 30 minutes of blue light exposure at night can delay melatonin release by hours. And without melatonin, the brain struggles to enter the deep restorative stages of sleep. Let me share a story. David, a 70-year-old grandfather, used to watch the evening news right before bed. He noticed he was restless, tossing and turning until well past midnight. When his doctor explained the impact of blue light, David tried something new. He turned off the TV an hour before bed and picked up a light-hearted mystery novel instead. Within 2 weeks, he was falling asleep within 20 minutes of lying down. He even said his dreams felt calmer, less filled with anxious energy from the day's headlines. So what can you do instead of screens? Read a paper book, flip through old photo albums, listen to calming music, or have a gentle conversation with your partner. These activities soothe the mind rather than stimulate it. Even sitting quietly with dim lights can prepare the body for sleep far better than staring at a glowing screen. Of course, habits are hard to change. Many people are used to checking emails or scrolling social media right up until bedtime. If that's you, start small. Try turning off devices just 30 minutes before bed, then gradually stretch it to an hour. You might also consider using blue light blocking glasses if you absolutely must look at a screen, though nothing beats the peace of unplugging fully. This habit isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. Freedom from the restless nights that come when your brain is confused about day and night. By giving yourself that screen-free hour, you're gifting your body the chance to produce melatonin, naturally helping you drift into deeper, more healing sleep. So tonight, ask yourself, do I really need this last scroll or last TV episode? Or could I give myself the gift of quiet instead? And now I'd love to know, what do you usually do before bed? Do you watch TV, scroll your phone, or read a book? Share in the comments below. Your answer might inspire someone else to try a healthier bedtime routine. Remember, after 60, sleep isn't just rest, it's medicine. And sometimes the best prescription is as simple as turning off the lights and letting your body's natural rhythm take over. Habit number 4, prepare the perfect sleep environment. Imagine trying to sleep in a room that's too hot, too bright, or too noisy. Even if you're exhausted, your body simply won't settle. After 60, sensitivity to the sleep environment becomes even stronger. Small discomforts that once went unnoticed can suddenly keep you awake for hours. That's why preparing the perfect sleep environment is one of the most powerful bedtime habits you can create. Let's start with temperature. Studies show that the ideal room temperature for sleep is between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, about 18 to 20 degrees. Why? Because as you fall asleep, your core body temperature naturally drops. A cooler room supports that process, helping you fall asleep faster and stay in deep sleep longer. Seniors whose bodies may regulate temperature less efficiently benefit even more from this adjustment. Lighting is another key factor. Even a sliver of street light through the curtains can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Darkness signals the pineal gland to release melatonin, the sleep hormone. Without it, your body remains alert. That's why blackout curtains or an eye mask can be transformative. Noise matters too. For older adults, sleep becomes lighter and more easily disrupted. Sudden sounds like traffic, barking dogs, or even a ticking clock can jolt you awake. White noise machines, gentle fans, or calming background music can mask disruptive sounds and create a steady, peaceful hum that lulls the brain into relaxation. Let me share Linda's story. At 74, she often found herself waking up every 2 hours, drenched in sweat, tossing restlessly. She thought it was just part of aging, but her daughter suggested small changes: a new breathable mattress, blackout curtains, and a ceiling fan to keep the air cool. Within a week, Linda noticed she was sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight for the first time in years. She described her bedroom as her sanctuary, a safe haven for rest. Your sleep environment is more than just a bedroom. It's a signal to your mind and body. When you walk into a room that feels cool, dark, and quiet, your system begins to relax before you even lie down. The consistency of this space helps your brain learn this is where rest happens. Think about your own bedroom tonight. Is it cluttered, too warm, too noisy? Even small improvements like adjusting the thermostat, decluttering your nightstand, or adding softer bedding can make a profound difference. And remember, your sleep environment should also feel personal. Maybe you enjoy the scent of lavender on your pillow, or you like to keep a cherished photograph nearby to bring comfort. These little touches transform the bedroom from just a place to sleep into a place where you feel truly safe and at peace. So here's a gentle challenge for you. Take 5 minutes tonight to adjust one thing in your sleep environment. Notice how it affects your rest, then share your experience with our community. In fact, let's start right now. Do you prefer to sleep in a cool room or a warm one? Write cool or warm in the comments below. You'll be surprised how many people feel the same way you do. Because after 60, your bedroom isn't just a room, it's your sanctuary for healing, renewal, and the deep rest you deserve. Habit number 5, sip herbal tea or practice evening meditation. Sometimes the hardest part about sleep after 60 isn't the body, it's the racing thoughts. Worries about health, memories from the past, or simply the habit of staying alert can keep you awake long past bedtime. That's why introducing a soothing final step like sipping herbal tea or practicing gentle meditation can make all the difference. Let's begin with herbal tea. Chamomile, for example, contains a compound called apigenin, which binds to receptors in the brain and has a mild calming effect. Research shows that older adults who drank chamomile tea regularly reported fewer sleep disturbances and longer sleep duration. Peppermint and lemon balm teas are also known to ease tension, reduce indigestion, and relax the muscles, all helpful for restful sleep. Imagine ending your day with a warm cup of chamomile tea, the steam rising gently your body, recognizing the ritual as a signal to unwind. This is more than just a drink, it's a message to your nervous system. You are safe, you can let go. Meditation works in a similar way, but instead of calming through herbs, it calms through focus. Just 10 minutes of mindful breathing before bed can significantly reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone. By paying attention to your breath or repeating a calming phrase, you redirect the mind away from worry and toward stillness. Over time, meditation trains the brain to quiet down more easily, making it a powerful tool for seniors who struggle with overthinking at night. Let's take Robert's story as an example. At 69, he often lay awake worrying about his heart health and his family's future. His doctor suggested trying herbal tea or meditation. Robert decided to combine both. He brewed a small cup of chamomile tea, then sat in his favorite chair, closed his eyes, and listened to soft piano music while focusing on his breath. Within a month, his sleep transformed. He no longer woke up multiple times at night and felt more energetic in the mornings. He described the practice as putting his soul to rest before his body followed. The beauty of this habit is that it's flexible. On some nights you may choose tea, on others you might prefer meditation, or even a combination of both. What matters most is consistency. When your body recognizes this as part of your nightly rhythm, it will begin to respond naturally, relaxing and preparing for rest. This habit also nourishes more than just the body. It creates a sense of ritual of honoring the day you've lived and the rest you've earned. It turns bedtime into something to look forward to rather than a battle against sleeplessness. So tonight, why not try it? Brew yourself a small cup of herbal tea or spend a few quiet minutes with your breath. Let the calm settle in and notice how your sleep responds. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which would you choose before bed, herbal tea or meditation? Write your answer in the comments below, and let's see which practice resonates most with our community. Because after 60, sleep is not just about closing your eyes, it's about opening your heart to peace, one gentle ritual at a time. Conclusion. We've just explored 5 powerful bedtime habits designed to help you sleep better and longer after 60. From creating a calming ritual for your body, to journaling away your worries, to turning off electronics, to preparing your sleep environment, and finally enjoying herbal tea or meditation. Each of these practices may seem simple, but together they can transform your nights. Think about it this way. Sleep is not just a pause in your day, it is the body's most natural form of healing. When you sleep deeply, your heart rests, your brain clears away toxins, and your cells repair themselves. Without it, energy, mood, and even long-term health all begin to suffer. That's why these small steps matter so much, because they help you reclaim the healing power of sleep. Remember Michael, who found relief through stretching and a warm shower. Susan, who released her worries through gratitude journaling. David, who traded late-night news for a good book. Linda, who discovered her sanctuary in a cooler, darker room. And Robert, who blended tea and meditation into a nightly ritual of peace. Each of them is proof that change is possible at any age. Now it's your turn. Tonight, choose just one of these habits and make it yours. Consistency will bring results, and soon your body will respond with deeper, more refreshing rest. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Life in Words for more health and longevity wisdom. And share your experience in the comments, because your story might inspire someone else to rediscover the gift of sleep. After all, every sunrise feels brighter when it follows a night of true healing rest.